In Johnson City, CHOW is holding their 42nd annual Hunger Walk to help fight hunger in the community. The walk will take place on Saturday from 12 to 4 and will be at the Oakdale Commons. There will also be activities throughout the mall, such as pickleball at the House of Sport, live music, and entertainment. Director of CHOW, Les Aylesworth, spoke about how CHOW and the Hunger Walk are needed now more than ever to fight food insecurity.
We've been doing the CHOW Hunger Walk since 1982, but the work we've been doing at CHOW has been since 1976. Our goal has always been to work ourselves out of existence, but the truth remains that our services are needed now more than ever.
According to a recent New York State Department of Health report, nearly 1 out of 4 adults in Broome County reported being food insecure. If you'd like to learn more about the Hunger Walk or donate to CHOW, you can head over to our website, WBNG.com.